What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Underappreciated Podcast. I'm here with my co-host slash ex-friend, Corey Labrea.
What's up, guys? He said ex-friend, but we've never been friends, so I don't know how that works. Also, today we have a special guest. You probably already see by the title, or if you're on Apple Music, rate us 5 stars. But we have Bobby Mares over here.
What the heck? Hey, what's up?
What's up, dude?
Nothing.
You don't know about 5 stars rating on Apple Podcasts?
Yeah.
Wait, did you give us a 5 star?
It was just like a nice slip in right before the introduction.
Well, you know what? If you do comment at 5 stars, tweet us at it. We'll follow you.
What's happening right now?
Also, I would like to say I'm a little sick, and Bobby is a little sick as well. So if I sound
a little sick.
A little bit. Oh, let's just
I'm
I'm in a sandwich between both of you. I'm about to end up sick too.
Oh god.
You're about to cough on me too.
I was thinking about it as a joke though.
Look. If you're listening to this, just give a hand on your back. Just give us a clap because that means our podcast is out. Because I've been trying to get this bad boy out for a long time now.
It has been a mission.
About this.
This is
the second time doing this. We've done this before, and they're like, "Yeah, we spent 2 hours doing it, but we don't like it. Let's do it again."
Yeah, well, we did it after JC. I was a little drunk, so I was saying some wild stuff, so I had to turn it back.
It was a different time. You guys had like 5 beer cans on the table.
Yeah, we're trying to lock in, stay focused, stay away from alcohol.
Okay. You just laugh.
We're trying
to no.
Yeah, at least during work hours,
at least during work
no
hours.
drinking during work hours.
That's a good way to go, I say.
We're trying to be more professional here.
More professional here.
There we go.
I mean, professional on professional.
We're still going to have a good time.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to be drunk off the feeling I get.
Follow and subscribe.
Oh, yeah, I started my 30-day no drinking. I'm on day 4, I think.
Day 4? That's it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I started 4 days ago.
How do you feel? Are you shaky?
He's sweating right now, just beating down his...
Yeah, I got to start running and dieting and stuff like that. My mom comes soon. She's going to whip me into shape when she comes
You're
here.
scared?
She's going to stay at the house, too, by the way.
What the?
Yeah. So my mom's coming.
She's a lovely woman.
Yeah, she's going to whip my butt into shape.
So if you guys don't know, Bobby and my friend Corey here are roommates. You guys live together.
They were roommates.
They're roommates.
We've been roommates for a while, and then not, and then a while.
We've been roommates, then we lived across from each other in an apartment building, and now we're roommates again.
Let's talk about that. How is that, the roommate lifestyle? You guys get along? You guys hate each other?
I feel like... How do you feel?
What do you feel? I want to hear what you say.
I feel like,
how do you feel?
I feel like
Nobody wants to
since
say
the
it.
first year, we kind of just get our... moving in together wasn't that hard because we get, our personal space. We get what we want. Sometimes there's a couple fights. I remember recently we fought about who takes the trash out.
Yeah.
We have
Dude, I love when there's the fights though, because we've only fought maybe twice. I think twice.
Yeah.
Just been about trash.
We don't really fight that much, but it'll be a good bickering.
Because I don't fight with. I don't think I fight with Keen. If we fight, we're very direct, so we don't really fight.
You guys raise your voice. Us fighting is we're not in the same room, but we're texting comebacks, and I'm just laughing behind the camera.
Because we're right next door to each other, and I'm I feel like I can hear you laugh as well. But I don't think I've ever gotten anything negative whatsoever with JC. So just me and you twice. But for the most part, it's pretty easy. It's it's pretty good. We're used to it. We know what to do.
Yeah.
We know how to
maneuver the roommate lifestyle.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel that. So Bobby, what you got going on recently? What's new with you?
I'm putting out a lyric video today for my second single. Working on some new music. This guy's heard the third one that's coming out.
You didn't show me, but you showed. Oh, okay.
And we're playing it right now. Cut to it. No,
here we go. Let it roll.
I heard the first 2 though. I was in the video for the first one, which was a
Yes,
really good
Thanks
video, by the way.
it.
Thank you for having me. And then I heard the second song, which was great.
Thank you.
And then you got a third one coming out. You're doing are you doing an EP eventually, or album, or
after this third one, the next thing will be an EP with probably 5 or 6 songs.
Got you.
Yeah,
Cool.
It should be cool. I like it. I'm liking music.
We would me and Bobby were talking, and you know how we were talking about hey, maybe down the road we'll do a tour, a podcast tour, and maybe we could have a special guest as Bobby singing and tour together. But
could be a thing.
Just an idea.
The
if you guys
options
like that.
are endless. Really,
they really are.
Yeah, we could do some cool stuff, but yeah, I for sure want to do some touring with the music stuff. I'm sure you guys want to do touring with podcast stuff. That stuff's crazy. That's cool.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's been a
It's like a
minute
new
since
age.
I've been on tour. I haven't done a tour in I think 4 years.
Dude, I
But
feel you.
it'd be cool to do something though. Like the tours I did originally were kind of just like meet and greet tours.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to kind of have like a little more to like kind of actually do on stage.
Yeah,
And
that'd be
stuff.
insane.
I don't think I've been on stage since the K&J tour, and that was like the best time of my life. And I still haven't been I've been trying to get back there, but like I'm not big enough.
Dude, tours are so fun. I used to tour with music like 6 years ago,
Yeah.
but like full on tours, festivals, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Dude, it's so much fun, and you meet so many like cool people and just like random friends all over.
And you
But
kind of
it's
get to like travel a lot, which is a cool part of it. See different
Yeah.
parts of the country or maybe the
Yeah.
world potentially, depending on how big it gets. But
You get to
yeah.
meet the people behind those comments.
Did you go
Yeah, true.
on JC's a little bit? After all?
JC's, yeah.
No, just JC's.
Oh, JC's, yeah. I went for a week. I went to Texas with him, and I went to the end of the tour.
Oh, you went like after I did, huh? Because I
You-
did like
no, you were at the start.
I did like Seattle down, but even that, like going on JC's tour and just like hanging out and meeting people, that's freaking fun.
I'd love
cool.
guys. Okay, the best thing for me in my entire life is falling asleep in a tour bus while it's driving.
That's cool. I
Really?
never experienced that before.
It's like they rock you to
Yo,
sleep. You're
no.
just like,
I have a tour bus story. Okay.
What is it? What happened?
So, if you have ever been on a tour bus, it's like 3 beds stacked and 3 beds stacked, and they're pretty like
I've heard this.
they're kind of look
They're
like
pretty shallow.
they're pretty like tight, and there's like a
Yeah.
little curtain that closes so you have a little bit of privacy.
Yeah.
And one of my biggest fears is being buried alive. Like I'm really claustrophobic,
Yeah.
and like one of my biggest fears is like, yo, imagine being buried alive.
Well, that's
like,
good to know.
So
Oh yeah, that's did that for a video.
no, but weird. Okay, screw you guys. I don't trust y'all.
Who's
But-
bury him alive?
It's just that
Get out.
and you forget. You guys forget, and I'm just like, I die down there. But no. So and like weirdly enough, tour bus beds kind of look like coffins, especially when you close them.
Yeah, they're tight.
And I had a dream, like I was dreaming, I'm sleeping on the tour bus, and I had a dream where I got buried alive. And you know that moment when you like first wake up where it almost feels real, like you're
Yeah,
not sure
you
what's
don't know
real and what's
going on.
not.
Yeah.
I woke up inside the tour bus bed thinking I was actually buried alive, and I started like screaming on the
Really?
tour bus, and someone who was on tour with me had to like come and like literally open it and be like, dude, what the f is wrong? Like, are you good? Like, imagine like
That's
3 in the
scary,
morning.
though.
Yeah, bro, like 3 in the morning, like someone starts screaming on the tour bus. And it-
Dude.
I don't
yeah,
know
it
if I
was-
want to tour with you anymore.
Because it's like
It was a one-time thing.
It'd be
those
like
bunks
3
are like they're tight. Like you're in there,
Yeah.
like you're in there tight, and then you have like the little curtain thing that like
Yeah.
velcros in. So like you're in a little box,
No, you are in a little box.
and at nighttime it is dark.
I could just see you screaming and just
Oh,
me
bro.
like me having my snacks next to me, picking it up and just throwing it at your face. Like, shut up! I'm trying to sleep.
No, but they was closed because they had the curtain. They
Oh,
closed.
I'll hit you through there. Don't worry.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought
Dude,
it
I was always on edge because just being in the same bus with everyone, and you just have a little curtain, like you don't have a door or lock. I'm always scared that like
Someone's gonna mess with you.
someone's just gonna rip it open and just.
I'm
Especially
pour
like
water on
when
you.
you're with YouTubers, because like
Yeah.
YouTubers
you
like
can't really like.
they're all about the pranks
I'm
and like
surprised
messing with
You're
people.
on edge, yeah.
I'm surprised Kian never messed with me when I was on tour with them and
'Cause
JC
he-
and stuff. Did you? You didn't go on that tour, did you? I met you for the first time. I think it was the tour before the tour.
Probably.
It
In
was the
Anaheim?
Don't Try This at Home, and that's the first time I met you.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the first time I
Dude,
remember
that's
meeting
intense.
you. That was a long time ago. Damn.
Yeah, dude, I found a picture. Well, I have it. We'll keep talking, but I found a picture of us when we first like did that video when you had like no eyebrows.
Oh my god, I shaved my eyebrows off.
Dude, I want to see that.
Dude, it's so funny. It's from like 2000. Here it is. Yeah, March 4th, 2016. This is like our first time like really hanging out.
This was the first video we filmed together, huh?
Yeah, but it's just
Oh,
yeah,
snap,
it's
yo.
a different time.
I
You
barely
guys
have,
look so different.
I
And now
barely
it's-
have any eyebrows.
And that's where Tana lives now.
What the heck?
You can see it, but-
That's wild.
Dude, yeah, that was our first thing, and we like kind of knew each other, not really, but we're
Yeah.
just like let's film video
we,
together.
We filmed a video, and I think it was I did the 6-second challenge, and the loser got like ice cold water dumped on them.
And I was the loser. That was fun though, because we didn't really know each other, and we just randomly were like, "Oh, let's make a video."
Yeah, because you
And
were hanging
then-
out with Kian, and then I was
I
kind of
hardly knew Keen. I knew JC more,
yeah,
because that day was like the first time really like hanging with Keen too.
yeah.
And then we all kind of like hit it
you,
off.
You
and,
hit, yeah, because then we ended up filming another video that night for Kian's channel, and it was I had to go through because they both love Jim Carrey, and that's kind of how they like bonded off of that.
Yeah.
And I just sat there researching Jim Carrey so I could ask them trivia questions about Jim Carrey the whole
Oh,
night.
snap.
honestly, yeah, that day, like with us all there, like changed a lot of stuff because I was supposed to just go over, film the video, and then that was it.
Yeah.
and then I'm sure we would have been like, oh, what's up, blah blah blah. But like we did that, and then I remember after we went to like Toys R Us to buy a game or something, and we all just like had fun because I vlogged it.
Yeah.
And we're like playing in the store, and then we were talking about Jim Carrey, and then that's what like kept everyone. Yeah. And after that, like it was almost like every other day, like hanging out.
You had to make the drive though.
Yeah, I lived in Anaheim, 30 miles away.
Really?
You would drive to Anaheim and back, but I like.
But that's like 30 minutes without traffic, and in LA there's traffic like.
Dude, it took like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
And so I used to come up to Keen's house from San Clemente a lot, and that's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. But the thing is I would come up and stay for a month, and then go home for a couple days, then come up and stay for a month. So like I just slept there.
You basically living
He
there.
had to drive like back and forth every
That's
day.
insane though. But like that video on that day, like.
Was like
now
like,
that's why we're all together still.
Yeah,
because that was like the start of it. That's
we
pretty
all moved
intense.
in together.
Dang.
After that. It took a couple years, but we all started like that's where the friendship kind of began to grow.
Yeah, yeah. We started hanging out more and more, and then it just never stopped. And I remember because I was still in Anaheim, and I think they were about to end their lease, and you still lived in San Clemente. And I remember Keen calling me one day, and he was like, "Our lease is up." Oh no, they moved to the apartment.
They moved to the apartment, and I remember I went to Australia for 4 months.
That's right. So
and then
after
I
when you
came back, and you guys are like really good friends, and then we started making videos together, and it was us three for a long time.
Yeah, because when you left, they were doing vlogs, and I was doing vlogs. Yeah. So Keen, I would be on his channel, he'd be on my channel, and then when you came back, their lease was up, and then I remember he called me one day, and he was like, "We're moving.
Yeah, and then
do you want to move in?"
Yeah, and then he asked me.
I was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Honestly, yeah. When I'm okay, so guys, look, listen here. I had some money saved up. I want to say like maybe $4,000 saved up.
Mm-hmm.
This house, it's K&J. It's Keen and JC. The house they want was fucking good.
It was a nice house. Yeah.
It was
Dude,
like
I spent like almost my last dime to get in there.
I literally, so like for me, luckily and thankful to my dad, I love you. But basically, like a couple years back, it was like I had like $4,000 saved up, but I think it was like $8,000 to move in or something. It was something fucking ridiculous, but it was like
intense.
It was like you had 2 months off rent. It was like 2 months, like so you had to pay up front 2 months rent plus the security deposit. It was like it was like 8K.
It was a lot. I remember I paid like, I paid like $15K.
Yeah.
To get in, and like that was my last dime. I was like,
if you paid like $15K,
I hope it works.
I hope it works out.
Let's see what happens.
There's no way because I paid more than you to move in. Because
I had like the pets and all that stuff.
The only reason you paid $15K is because you had double rent. That's right. So I was like $11,000-$12K to move in. Yeah. So I think
dude, it was so much. That's so ridiculous. Just those numbers, like that's insane.
So
we had to get like a mansion, of course.
I had 4 to 5.
You gotta do it. YouTube lifestyle.
I had to.
I had 4 to 5K saved up, and then I think I was like 5K short, and my mom gave me like $1K, and then my dad gave me 4, and it said, "You follow your dreams. You have 2 months
to live with me." That's his dream.
That was the dream.
He said, "You have 2 months. Pay me back after the 2 months. You have 2 months free rent. You know, your rent's like 2.5K."
Yeah.
He said, "Follow your dreams. You have 2 months. Try and make it happen." And within that 2 months, I started YouTube. I started making money. I paid my dad back, and I started rent, and that's how I started my own life.
Dang, you started making money quick on YouTube. This guy was 2 months in, just making bread.
K&J, $100K in the first month. What's up,
dude? It was intense. That was like the first part because I was editing for them back then.
Yeah.
So I was editing 3 times a week for them, 3 times a week for me, filming 3 videos, helping them film 3 videos, helping everyone else. Yeah. You guys are helping me, dude. It was like. It was intense. It was like a workhouse for sure.
The first 2 months was like fun. Work, and then finally once I got like associated, I kind of take like a 3-month clubbing break. I'm not gonna lie, I partied.
This
for a
guy
while.
like makes money, and then he like goes on vacation, spends it all, makes money, goes on vacation. If he was just consistent, you'd be like a millionaire or something.
I like to party. I like to have fun.
I like to party.
I like to party.
Yeah, I like to party.
I go in like a 3-month I get I just work out, eat healthy, don't really party that much, just work my ass off, make a bunch of money, do a bunch of content, all that stuff, have fun, and then I get to a point where I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm missing out on life. And then I take like a 3-month, I get fat, I party.
You gotta find a balance.
I know, I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
That's why I'm here to balance them out.
There we go.
Crawford just shows up. That's all he does.
Dude. This man needs to start putting some respect on my name out here.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Viners, dude. They always want respect.
Yeah,
on their name.
Viners. I love that. I'm just a Viner.
No, I think you're more than that, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
there
it.
we go.
It means a
Yeah,
lot.
good guy.
We've had a long journey.
It's pretty intense. Yeah, I feel like we're like 6 months into this new place. We only have 6 months left.
I think it's less
Dang,
than that.
that was quick.
Really?
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
when we
no,
moved
it's
in.
6. Yeah, it's 6. March.
Yeah, we're halfway done.
Damn. Halfway. I don't know if we're moving in together, or if JC and Keen are buying a house, or if we're going to renew the lease. I never
hear
know.
both. I hear both things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes
never
they're like,
know.
"Oh, let's just keep this going,"
And
Or
it's
like,
not.
"Oh."
It's not like. The thing is, it's not like me and Bobby have like the main choice. It's kind of what they say goes, because they're the ones
I
that.
don't know.
Like,
I'm paying a big chunk of
yeah,
right
you
now.
are. Kind
Yeah,
of paying-
Bobby's
but
I'm paying
just-
like a third of the rent, just so everyone knows.
JC's
I'm
paying the most.
barely.
Yeah.
He gets his own hut.
Yeah.
He gets his own house.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I guess, yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah.
But usually Keen, not this time. Keen's paying the least. He's got enough.
I did it on purpose though, because he said hello. He said he wants to be saving for a house.
Yeah.
So
How did
I'm
they
like,
just turn on?
I'm not.
I have no idea.
Dude, this place is haunted.
We
yeah,
got Sam
yeah.
Kobe.
Yeah, usually Keen gets the most, but
Yeah, this year he doesn't. You,
Me and
you,
JC are
you and
carrying
JC.
it
Yeah, me.
pretty hard.
I usually stay in the middle, but this is the least I've ever paid.
you got a good freaking deal.
Because the first house we moved into, I paid more than you,
Yeah,
and then my apartments we kind of paid separately,
that's why I was like, I got to step it up, you know.
and then
I gotta help you.
I gotta
you
really throw my weight around.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta help out my friends, you know, let them
Yeah.
save.
no, yeah, luckily, yeah, I didn't.
I feel like I just because I've known you guys for a while, but I didn't know all that. So I'm learning from this podcast as well.
I was
Yeah.
supposed to move
pretty
in with
crazy.
Crawford too.
Yeah.
I wasn't even.
he jumped ship real
So he was
quick,
supposed to
huh?
move with me. He's like, oh, Keenan JC way more popping. I'm moving with those guys.
Honestly,
I remember
like,
the phone call because we were all looking without him at first because
Yeah.
you already were going in with him. And then we found a place. And then I remember the phone call. Keen's like, dude, I know you're going in with Crawford and them, but do you want to go with us? He's like, yeah.
He didn't even think about it. He's like, yeah, cool,
No,
cool.
no.
On
'Cause
it.
we
I'll
had
He's
bet.
like, I'll call him. I'll see ya.
I said I'll call him and ask, and I called you and I said, yo, look, I
That's
know
true, that's
I know
true.
we're supposed to move in together, but K and J like asked me to move in
And
cheaper,
me.
and Bobby, and he's like, it's
He said him.
I was like, look,
Dude.
the rent's gonna be a lot cheaper.
Chelsea lives there too, guys.
Chelsea's there too.
Nobody's even mentioned her once.
Well,
Wow.
when we were
Chelsea's
messed
a
up.
saint.
When we were looking,
Chelsea.
I didn't know Chelsea was moving in because you guys.
Yeah, she was originally in it. It was going to be JC, Chelsea, me, and Kian.
Yeah, but when you guys called me at this point, I didn't even know Chelsea was coming in,
Mm.
and I was just like, yo, look, like I've lived with them before. It's gonna be cheaper than what I have to pay with you, and you were like, dude, look, you're like. That's the environment you literally told me this.
Yeah,
You're like,
no,
that's the
I'm-
environment you should
good
be
friend. It's
around.
good
It's,
friend.
it's good for you. Like your YouTube is like known for that. It's like something you should stick by. I was like,
Yeah, I was just honestly, it actually ended up working out. I got a really nice house. I moved in with some cool people. So, but yeah, I was like, if you're trying to be a YouTuber, like, that's probably a good place for you to move in.
That's
So
where all YouTubers
as a
are.
friend, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna be mad. Like, you know, you gotta let you chase your dreams. So,
Whoa.
and then you
Dude,
know
look at
what?
that
And now
guy.
and look how it worked out. Now we got a YouTube channel
you
together.
live 5 minutes down the
I live
street.
5 minutes down the street, so it all worked out.
I feel like in the future
Yeah.
though we're gonna live together. Once I feel like once Keen and JC like buy a house and like move out, and our channel's actually growing, it would
Yeah.
probably be a better situation for us to move in together to film.
And then if Bobby pays
Actually, really
70% of the rent, maybe he can move in.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
Bobby
just
says-
there.
Yeah,
I'm just paying all the rent.
Smallest room, but the most money. All right.
Sounds good to me. Not.
yeah.
Nah.
Bobby likes the big rooms.
Dude, I love the big rooms. It's all about the vibe. I live off of like vibe. If it's a good vibe, it's like I feel like I'm gonna
It's
be
true, though.
productive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like do good. I'm gonna like get stuff done. If it's like a weird situation, weird vibe, I feel like I can't.
Especially, I feel like we work so much from home with our job.
Dude,
You know,
yeah.
and obviously you got to be in a good creative space, being a YouTuber. But
Yeah.
I know, like my last place, I was living in like an apartment. I just like hated it, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to create anything. And then now I'm in a new
Yeah, it's
house,
all
like
about the vibe.
more motivated. And
Watching
for
people
sure.
100%.
work
Yeah.
makes you want to work.
Well, that, but also just being in an environment where you feel at home.
Yeah,
Like if you live somewhere where you don't really feel at home, it's hard to really like.
Yeah, and I knew I was like
Yeah.
trying to make music and stuff, so I was like, I want like
Yeah.
nice big room,
yeah. Do you know?
steam shower.
Tell
toilet.
them how we decide rooms.
Dude, I don't hate much in life. I hate when it's time to like negotiate, especially with Kian. Dude, because he's smart or something. I don't know. He already know, like whatever he says, he's saying it to like he
do
already
something
knows
else.
your reaction, so you have to like think 2 steps behind and ahead because he like I don't know, he's good. So like how we decide rooms is like we kind of say which room we want. We all wanted the master in this one,
Yeah, us three wanted the master. I wanted in this.
and then we start
yeah.
at like okay, we have 3 rooms. Let's equal split. Equal split was like 2.2 or something.
Yeah,
K
it
or
was
something.
like 2.2K or something, equal split everybody. And like we're like, JC said he would pay like $1,000 more to get his own thing or something like that.
Yeah. So that was like with JC and Chelsea already like having their thing. So we start like normal, and then it's like bidding. It's like the bid war starts, and then we're all like, like
the worst.
me, anyways. I'm like, dude, we're all gonna fight. We're all gonna like bicker because everyone wants the master, and so we're like, okay, we'll do it for 2.5. I'll do it for 2.6. I'll do it for 2.7. And I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, and then I'm like,
2.7, then it's dropping the other ones.
it drops the other ones, and me thinking about this is like in terms of my financial status, I'm like I could afford it, but it's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
So my thinking of going into this is I'm gonna bid because I know
To
these
get
two
the other
want it, to
people
get
up.
the other people
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah,
it
see?
drops
Okay.
my room.
There's that stuff
Yeah.
of like, I have no intention of taking it, but I'm gonna like put you through the roof, so mine ends up being down here, and that's what pretty much ended up happening. Mine's ridiculous, 1/3 of the whole entire everyone's rent, and the other ones are like tiny.
Yo,
But the
these
rooms
guys
are a
are
big
basically living
difference.
for free.
No.
Pretty freaking much,
Yeah. Dude, when he told me how much he was paying, I was like, damn, you got a good deal, bro.
dude. Yeah, 100%. I did the
Because
math.
you got to think about it.
yesterday.
You got to think about it too, though. They get the rest of the house to use as well. So
Yeah,
you're not
I'm
just
paying that much
Yeah.
for that room.
Yeah.
And I tried to pull that. I'm like, oh, like, I'm paying so much. Maybe I could get the driveway. Maybe I can do that. They're like, dude, no.
No
I'm
driveway.
like, dude, it's just for the room? I'm getting
Yeah.
ripped.
I mean, Keenan for the first house in Sycamore paid a lot.
He paid a lot.
a
And
lot.
we couldn't do
We
it.
couldn't afford it.
And that's why, like, I was cool with doing it like this because, like, he did that for us like,
did.
at the beginning. And, like, so it's like, I know he's trying to save, which he doesn't need my help, but it's like, it's just like a nice little, like,
Yeah.
okay, like, you save.
Giving back.
Yeah.
Because he'd, like,
It's
for-
ridiculous amount.
to get
of
where
difference.
to even though it was still a lot for me to pay, but it kind of like made my who I am today and my career to live on my own. Because he could, I guess, paid a lot for us to be together,
Yeah.
which is actually very nice.
Yeah, he's
So-
he's a good guy. Everyone's a good
Some-
guy.
Good
Everyone-
guy,
sometimes.
Kean. Good
Everyone
guy,
in our
Kean.
circle, like everyone in our friends, like good people, most of them.
I feel like they look out for each other. Like that's important,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool,
We definitely
dude. Yeah,
put each other's needs.
Bobby made our what's it called? Our banner for
a
you.
banner.
that's right. Despite what I really wanted to use that time on, but no, that's so simple.
Bobby,
But yeah,
yeah.
everyone's a good circle of like helping, but that's cool because like we're all out here, you know. Most of us are away from our families, so it's
Yeah.
like it's good to have like helping hands, you know.
Bobby gets stuck with filming for K&J a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, it's because this guy like
when I do it, I just keep messing up filming because I'll do it, but I'll throw the ISO off, and Keen be like, "Dude, it's wrong." Oh my god, Bobby, just do it. So they never ask me.
They
Yeah.
again.
never ask him ever. I have to film. I mean, they do some on tripod and stuff, but like, yeah, I'm the filmer,
I'm
and I
like-
don't know how it
but-
got that way, but I'm like, dude,
I'm like last resort.
yeah. And their videos are like so long to do.
You did the reality show
hours.
too. Bobby was filming
Yeah.
behind the camera at the reality
the
show. And that was a
reality show.
lot of filming.
Dude, that
Okay.
was so much. My hand was
Yeah.
cramped.
And
for
you had
like
that
a
big
while.
camera too.
So-
You
So like the biggest cameras alive, and the heaviest things ever, and they're like, oh, nonstop filming for 18 hours.
Do you know what Bobby told me after the reality house was done?
what?
I get home, and this man comes up to me and he goes, "Hey man, do you like remember walking through the fire?" And I was like, "I don't know, not really." Like, he goes, "Do you know the reason why you did it?" He goes, "I told you to do it."
And they cut it out, which I was happy to cut it
Wow,
out. Literally
Bobby.
seconds before you walked,
Yeah.
I was like, Corey, do something crazy. Walk across the fire. Like joking.
I could definitely see you saying something like that.
like literally just joking. I was like, walk across the fire. And before I even could say just kidding, he like hopped up and walked. And I was like, oh, I feel bad.
Damn.
I was like,
I don't know if you
I
can
mean,
hear
it's his
Bobby
own
the-
decision.
Everyone's
I don't know
saying
if
Bobby
you
hate
hear-
comment.
I don't know if you
He's
can hear
an
Bobby
adult.
in the background, but in the background, as soon as I get, I don't know if it was in there, but as soon as I get off the fire, you just hear Bobby in the background, jump in the pool.
Well, you're
feet are
smoking. Yeah, his feet were smoking. I was like, jump. And he was just like sitting there like, I was like, dude, jump in the pool, man.
Or you wild, bro.
No, the only reason they put me in the house because they wanted me to be loud. I was so extra. I was literally like, I'm gonna be so extra. I'm gonna be dramatic. I'm gonna see how much hate I can get. And boy, I tell you, I
Dude,
got
you thrive on it, though. You love that
Oh,
stuff.
hell yeah! I don't care if people hate me. It's fun for me. It's just like a little like people talking about me. Doesn't really matter.
All
Just a tear comes
publicity is
out.
good publicity. I don't know if that's true though.
Well, not yeah. Well, I mean,
They say that. That's
I'm
a
not
saying.
doing.
but-
Say
I'm
it.
not doing anything bad. I'm just
Are
being
you
really
sounding-
dramatic.
Yeah, you're sounding
Well,
a good
clearly
time.
Corey can't be that bad if we hang out with him all the time, you know.
Yeah. Don't quote me on that one. But
Yeah, maybe.
no,
Yeah.
no. I had a lot of fun. If there's season 2, I'm definitely gonna be more dramatic. See how much hate I can get on that one.
dude, that's intense. Yeah. If there's a season 2, they probably will. It's just so much. I already feel
Bobby,
like
would
all
you-
the work going into that.
Would you be interested in being in season 2? You got
Dude,
anything to say to Keen and JC
they asked
on the
me-
podcast?
They ask me, to everyone, because they probably don't know. They ask me, but I'm just like, dude, some of that stuff, I can't do that stuff. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not, I'm a very, like, comfortable person. Like, I like being comfortable.
I feel you.
And that's, like, complete opposite. So I'm like, dude,
It's a
I
lot.
don't know if I
It
can
is a
do
lot
that
for
stuff.
sure. Yeah.
This man lives in the comfort zone.
dude, I love comfort.
Bob, you got to push outside your comfort zone.
I
All
love
right?
it.
That's
though.
how you evolve.
I know what I like. I've done like I've got out of my comfort zone.
He
I
tried
want
to
to play.
he tried to snorkel once and almost drowned.
said,
I
Whoa.
almost drowned snorkeling. Dude, that like
That's outside
I,
the
like,
comfort zone.
breathed in some of that salt water, dude.
I've actually done that too. It's
I
aggressive.
can't like do it. Yeah.
You got to be careful when you snorkel. It can go
Yeah.
south real quick.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, but let's not put it out there that I don't do anything. I have a good life, but I don't want to go and like.
Yeah, he might take the 101 instead of the 134. You know, he might. you
He's
He's
know,
feeling
funny.
crazy, different, a whole different.
He
Crazy.
might
Oh,
add
really?
some chocolate to his ice cream. You know, he's a wild girl.
Whoa, slow down.
Sugar packet in there.
He
No,
might put
but-
3 sugars in this coffee versus 2.
Yeah.
Feeling a little crazy.
No,
but-
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I have fun.
No, I feel like
I just have fun.
you're not a boring guy.
No,
But
I have fun. I have fun. When are you guys putting this out?
Honestly, me and Carl were
Um,
talking last night. We're like, dude, we have to talk to the people. We want to release this ASAP. I'm so over waiting.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest though. You guys have been stepping it up, which I'm proud to see.
Appreciate
because
it.
you guys
Have a
have a
channel here.
history of
Being
not,
inconsistent. Mostly me,
not posting.
honestly.
But it takes a lot to do this YouTube thing, to do all that stuff. Like it takes a
Yeah.
lot more than people think, and you guys are doing it right now. It's freaking good.
This man would try to call me out on social media.
Well, let me actually defend myself because we're half messing and half serious. Me and Corey, that's our relationship. We've been messing around, but it stems from a little bit of seriousness. But Corey didn't know me when I used to post consistently.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand where it's coming from. But, like, when I was doing Vine, I was posting, like, 4, 5, 6 Vines a week.
Yeah.
I was posting on Instagram 4, 5, 6 times a week.
Yeah.
I was tweeting 20, 30 times a day. I was Snapchatting every day.
Yeah.
I was posting on everything. But I got burnt out. Like, I was doing it so long. Like, I did that for like three years super
Yeah.
consistently. And I got burnt out. So when Corey became my friend was when I was kind of like posting, but really inconsistently.
Yeah.
So, like
So that's
now,
how he
this
saw
is
you?
yeah,
That's
this
how he, like,
that's how
met
he
you?
saw me and met me. So this is kind of me getting back in the game and really like focusing on actually posting and being consistent
You guys
and
are
really
doing
like
good.
Yeah.
He called me out on Twitter, and I was like, that's not act like I haven't posted for the last 2.5 years consistently. And I also did 30 days of Vlogmas. We did this together.
Dude, that killed us.
I posted 30 days in a row. I was at Starbucks.
No,
Where me and Keen were we went camping, and I literally had to go to I drove myself to Starbucks to upload the last video because that's how
remember
like
that.
committed I was.
I remember
well,
that.
no, and what my argument was that the reason we're both posting consistent is because recently neither of us have been. It's because
That's a
it's a
good
team effort.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at, but
Yeah.
this man takes it as an insult.
You know what? I got bored.
I'm like, yo, it's a team effort. Like, we're posting because, like, we're both enjoying this. It's a new channel. We're, like, motivated. Like,
yeah.
I think we like filming together, like,
Yeah.
creatively and a lot of other
I
reasons.
definitely
so.
got bored on my channel. I've always wanted to film. Like I've always wanted. Like I even asked you, I think, like a couple years ago, if we wanted to start
Yeah.
a channel together because I've always wanted to be with somebody on camera. I hate being
Yeah,
alone.
he asked me to do That could have been me right there, Crawford.
Could have been you, bro.
But I think you asked me when I was like editing 6 videos a week, and I was like, dude, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll
I've
die.
always wanted to be with somebody. Like I've always wanted like a partner in crime, and I found that in Crawford. So beautiful.
Well,
Hey, dude,
this is
bring
beautiful.
bring
guys.
here, bring here. But also,
This
no,
is
I'm the same way. I just don't enjoy being on camera by myself. I feel like it's very forced to me. Like,
Yeah.
like if I'm talking to a camera, it just doesn't feel natural. Like some people are really good at that, and like props to them.
Yeah.
But like I've tried to sit down and do like the Q&A or like the like where you're just sitting there talking to the camera by yourself, and I can't do it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah,
for
it's
me,
different for everyone. It's good that you
Yeah.
guys found like what you guys are like liking.
It made me
with that.
fall back in love with YouTube
Crawford.
all over again.
are you flirting?
I was talking
Said
about
maybe-
Dude,
you.
I remember. I don't know if we met Crawford like in the same time or whatever, but I never would have thought like we would have all
Yeah.
still been here.
Well, it's crazy
True,
because
yeah.
my brother was really good friends with him before I even met him.
Really?
I've met you a couple times, but like,
Well, yeah,
it was
his
through him
his
and
brother used to
Sam.
live with me for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
we kind of knew each other, but we kind of started hanging out when you were dating Emily.
Well, weirdly enough, like shout out to my ex, but she kind of like I knew everybody. Like I've known Keenan and JC
Yeah.
for years, but not well. Just kind of
Yeah.
like through the we both create content and they have all these events and stuff.
Events, yeah.
And I knew Corey mostly, but honestly, like I started kicking it with you guys because of her, and then I
Yeah.
guess we just all got along. So
Yeah,
and
I
then-
remember at the first Mammoth trip was like I feel like when we first all kind of like
yeah.
hung out.
Well,
True.
for me and him was EDC when we became like really
Well,
good
I think the
friends.
first Mammoth trip was before that, and that was like the first time we actually like
Yeah, 'cause we like bunked together and
yeah,
stuff.
because that was
Oh,
like
yeah,
it
we
was like a
went-
month or
oh,
two
yeah.
before.
Were we
Yeah,
all in the
supposed
same one?
No, I had a room with Kian.
Oh yeah, you had the VIP. We had like bunk beds in the
I
Yeah.
basement.
Oh, yeah, it was like the
I
kid-
paid more.
Yeah.
No, it was a kids' room. There
It was
was
a
like
kids'
there was
room in
like
the
kids. There was
basement,
like games
detached.
down there and like little like kid wallpaper all over it.
Dude, yeah, we bunked down there. That was
Oh,
Well, because
yeah,
everyone
we
was
went
balling
to-
out
and
for the
then-
big rooms, like 2K for the weekend. I'm like, yo, like I'm
Yeah,
just trying to
like that.
snowboard
Well,
with my
yeah, I was
friends.
like, I just wanna
was
chill out.
no, it was like a K for the big rooms, but like me and Kim were like, let's
ridiculous.
just split it and have a big room
Yeah.
together. So we just split it.
I think we got like 200 for the bunk bed. I wasn't mad at it for the weekend. It was a nice. It was
That
a
was
really
nice.
like
Great
hot
weekend.
tub,
It was
sauna,
a little
everything.
scary, but
Oh, that was
detached.
that was the first time we started hanging out, and then
Yeah, that was like the first like time we like kind of
All,
besides
like, kicked it.
what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, when I first started, I'll say this right now. When I first started hanging out with Corey, I had no clue because you know how Corey is. He's very like he's a nice guy, but he's very standoffish.
Yeah.
Like one moment, this man would be joking with me, and the next he'd be like act like he hated me. I was like, does Corey like not like me as a person? Like I couldn't tell at first.
Yeah.
But the more I started kicking it with him, I realized that's just like how he is. But I was like so confused at first. I was like, I think me and Corey are friends, but I'm not really sure.
he told me this. I was like, I never hated you. I just sometimes I get
Well-
in my thoughts and I just don't talk to people.
Well, I didn't think you hated me, but I was just like, are we like actually friends?
Corey's like a
I don't
social
know.
butterfly,
and then not at the same
and
time.
then and then maybe not. Sometimes he's just in his room.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like that's everyone.
But wait, how did we get on that topic of
How we met.
Oh, we were talking about the channel. I don't know. We just kind of went from the channel to that, but
Oh,
yeah, man,
just-
it's been kind of a cool. Oh, you were saying like you didn't. It's interesting to see how we're all like kicking it still, like
Yeah.
based off back then.
Yeah, because that was.
Yeah.
I mean, that was at like the original house, which was two years ago,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That was a while ago. Yeah.
But that's kind of crazy,
almost
just in
3
life
now.
how it
Almost
works.
3.
Yeah, just like how you're not with a friend group, or like you're not with people that you're with all the time, and then like you meet, and then
You're like with them
something
every day,
happens,
or
and then it's
like,
just like
yeah.
boom. It's just like
Interesting.
yeah, because now you guys see each other every day. You're at the house almost every day.
Yeah.
See you every day. It's like it just.
Just kind of happens.
It's kinda crazy.
Crawford lived at the house for a little bit.
Well, I didn't have a house for a bit because
Slept on
I
my couch for a little bit.
I don't know. I think I explained this, but in other podcasts, but we refilmed it. But I had like a really nice house I wanted, but it wasn't available till a certain date, and then my
Yeah.
other lease ended at this date, and I was like, yo, there's like a month where I stayed with like my sister, and I was crashing with you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah,
funny.
appreciate you guys
And then
having
you came
me.
over, and then
Yeah.
I guess you were friends with Keenan and JC. Like you knew each other, but you guys
Yeah.
became like really good friends. Then you started
Yeah.
like filming for them,
No, definitely.
and then Tana didn't show up. They're like, oh, I have Crawford. And
Like I'm like the go-to.
Tana replaced.
Like, cause
Stand
I think now I have a little more shot at actually being picked since I'm posting. We'll see, but but like I'm friends with Keen and JC, and I live right down the street. And I at the time I did YouTube, quote unquote, because I didn't really post consistently. So like anytime she would back out, they'd be like, "Yo, last minute, like Crawford, can you pull up?" Because they need somebody. So it worked out. I'm not mad at it, but
works.
yeah.
That's
I actually had a
pretty
conversation with Tana about it
Really?
at a party. It was pretty funny. Cause
Okay, well, let's cut this to audio only.
audio only.
So if you want to hear the story about Tana, and also Bobby, I think has a girlfriend. We're gonna go dive into that.
Oh, Bobby has a
gosh.
girlfriend.
Yeah, we're gonna
Bobby.
dive into that. and
Wait,
then
which
it's gonna go to
one?
the audio.
Which one?
I don't know. We're about to talk to the audio only. So, thank you to the YouTube viewers. Make sure you subscribe. But if you want to listen, go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you want to go.
Himalaya.
The Himalaya app.
Himalaya app, check it
so
out.
We're gonna cut on these cameras, and we'll see you real soon. All right.
Peace out, y'all.